First Chronicles chapter 11, David has been made king, and all Israel gather themselves together to David, saying, "Behold, we are your bone and your flesh." That is, you're one of us, you're one of our boys. We want you to be king, and we will follow you because you are one of us. We're of your bone and of your flesh. That phrase is used about us in connection with the Lord Jesus. In Ephesians 5, verse 30, that we are of his bones and his flesh. In other words, the connection that there is between us and the Lord Jesus is on the basis that he also had our human nature, but overcame. That is our connection with him. That is why he becomes a hero. Because he was one of us, one of our boys. That he had our nature. He could have sinned. He had all our temptations, but he did not. And so because of that, he becomes our hero. And he actually shows us what is possible within human nature. The fact he had human nature but overcame time and again. This is what is inspirational to us. This is where reading and rereading his life and his words and his victories in the Gospels becomes absolutely programmatic for us. That he is not some white-faced figure, not some comet that sped from outer space and hit this earth for 33 years and sped off again. He was one of us, of the seed of Abraham, the seed of David. And later on in this chapter, you read how his victory over Goliath, the huge Philistine, whom he killed with a sling stone and then took the guy's sword and cut his head off with it, that inspired his men to do similar things. You read here about one of his men who killed an Egyptian, a man of great stature, 5 cubits high. In the Egyptian's hand was a spear, like a weaver's beam. This guy, Benaiah, goes down to him with a staff. He pulls the spear out of the Egyptian's hand and kills him with his own spear, just like David did with Goliath. We are inspired by the Lord Jesus because he was one of us. He shows us that victory is possible, and wherein we fail, we know that we have an advocate before God who can get us forgiveness, Hebrews 2 says, on the basis of the fact that he also was of our nature. And so, Hebrews 4, because he was tempted, he is able to succor we who are tempted.